watched a couple of episodes of. Me and Bob used to watch it on Nick at Night. Because what got me and him talking was there was a song called The Bob Cummins Show. Smile, I think you're going to like this picture. And every time the teacher would say, Bob Cummins, I would go, smile, you think he'll shut up. It's like, no, man, you Bob Cummins. He goes, no, that's Bob Cummins with a G. Mine is without a G. Mine is Bob Cummins, not Bob Cummings. It's like, yeah, smile, I think you're going to like this picture. He gets so mad at me. I'm like, man, you Bob Cummins, man. No, he's Bob Cummings. I'm Bob Cummins. So I was like, it's close enough, bro. It's close enough for government work, man. And then what really hit us off was when, he did the thing with his dad, What does your dad do, Robert? And she was from New Jersey. She kept riding him, Robert. And I was like, let it go, ma'am. She's like, Earl, Mr. Parsons, you're not teaching the class. I was like, he's trying to evade the answering the question because, it's just, she said, no, just, I'll teach the class. You just listen. I said, you might want to just let it go and go to the next person. And then so he finally sits there and he goes, what does he do? He don't do nothing. Okay. He lays around a lot. So you're saying your father's lazy? He's a bum? No, he's a pusher. What does he do? What do you mean a pusher? He's a drug dealer? No, he pushes up daisies. And I was the only one in the class that laughed. Shit. I kept telling her, look, Miss New Jersey, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go, ma'am. Just go to the next student, please. Next question. Some things you just know you got to have that sixth sense. You got to have that connection. You got to have that empathy. When the kid's acting a certain way, you just got to go, okay, we'll talk about it later if we have to, if he wants to even talk about it at all, right? And I kept telling her, Mr. Earl, Mr. Parsons, you're not teaching the class here. I was like, yeah, but I think I would do a better job. So, after that, me and Bob became real good friends, yeah. Well, I got him, and he understood me, and, okay. What does he do? He's a pusher. No, he pushes up daisies. I just went, damn, he kicked your ass. I told you to let it go. You know how those New Jersey ladies are, right? Jersey Shore. Yeah, you just got your ass kicked. Oh, hey, the kid from Ohio ain't taking it, right? So it's just, it's just that way, and you got to try to get across to people, that you got to understand not everybody's the same cookie cutter. You don't all go to school. I was watching some of 1984, Elizabeth Shue and Ralph Macchio. And, I was raised in that era. That was in 1984. That was when I was in that classroom saying, let it go, ma'am. just let it go. Just go to the next student. Go to the next student. Go to the next student. Bye-bye. Okay. Just let it go. So, yeah, I was always that way. This is the whole thing with people like that. That's why Miss Klinger liked me and Joe so much. We were fun. We were charming. She always said that in Mr. Scroggs with me and Michelle Pettis. You guys are such fun kids, and you engage so well, and you're so astute and so fun and intelligent. And you make learning fun, and I can't wait till you're seniors. And we moved. Yeah, but Mr. Scroggs, he liked us a lot. Me and Michelle sat right across. He had a almost Socratic teaching method. He'd walk across the middle there. They wouldn't let him have a circle, so he put us all facing each other, so we were engaging each other, and he'd walk across the middle and look back and forth and engage us. And that's we loved Mr. Scroggs. Me and Michelle just loved him. He was just he was a social studies teacher, really good. Jesse Scroggs. I'll never forget Mr. Scroggs. He's one of my favorites. And he engaged us and he encouraged us to interact and get to know each other. And so he just loved me and Michelle because we were like that before the class even started. We'd come in, her smile lit up the room, and I'd see her and I'd, my Magnum, there she is. Okay. And we'd sit and start talking. We had the best. He just ate us up. He thought we were good kids. We thought so too. Just kidding, but we really loved him. We loved Mr. Scroggs. He's really cool. You have a lot of teachers like that. I really liked my art teacher. She was very much, you could smell the incense burning and the crystal blue persuasion and Tommy James and the Shondells and maybe a little bit of Joe. Everybody likes Judy Collins, right? But she was a sweetheart. She was real fun, but they're a little bit like, okay. One of those, one of those teachers that baked the cookies for Raj and Leonard and Wallowitz when they were stargazing, right? Stars are cool, man. And so, yeah, I think she might like special brownies. No, they're really cool teachers, though. You just always had those teachers. They all have the different, like our health. Kai Kugler is really cool, but they all had different personalities. And the one guy was like a health class too. He was a coach, red hair, mustache, but I liked him. He was very, manly man. But he had a lot of things I liked about him. The one I had the class with the falls in it. What a white boy, what do you know? It's like, no, seriously, man, you cannot catch a cold, much less a football. I didn't say that to him, but I was like, because I didn't like it. Everybody always talks shit about him, Oh, the falls suck. And I was like, what, the two fastest guys in the state? Yeah, they suck. They can't catch a cold. They have little hands of stone, but that ain't good if you're a wide receiver. It's only good if you're a boxer. So I felt sorry for him, so I sat and tried to teach him how to catch a football. White boy, what do you know? And then we got in PE, and it's like, damn, he's faster than LaFalls, and he's got the softest hands you've ever seen. He catches everything. Colds, I try not to catch colds, and when I do catch a cold, I recover faster than 99.9% of the population because I have more efficient immune system earned over thousands of years by being a healthy person that protects our environment and people and people and critters from people that are disruptive and abusive to our environment, our animals, and our people. I'm the eternal spirit of, Adam, Moses, David, Jesus, John. So we get people like St. Francis and St. Anthony because of the actions of the eternal spirit of Mawa. Okay, do you understand? Like Blaise Pascal. Okay, so people got to understand that. And you got to understand there's these eternal connections that affect us psychologically, mentally, and emotionally. And the science projects that they were using through the 1960s, 70s, 80s, and even up to 2006 when I got to Sierra Vista, Arizona, their science projects were exceedingly flawed because of their invasive, manipulative, excessive, compulsive, interactive behaviors. So you forgive, debt, and trespass, love one, eternal, faithful, peace. Then if you need to study people, which most likely is not necessary because people don't have the same manipulative conditions and excessive, compulsive mental and emotional disabilities that give us Jeffrey Dahmer's, Adolf Hitler's, Chiang Kai-shek's, Stinky Pie Peck's, Pookie Patu, Dee-Dee-Ba-Doo, Habba-Dee-Doo, hey, I got some to buy and sell for you. I'll buy that for $1 RoboCop. You have 30 seconds to comply. Okay, do you understand? So, get your Fortnite the hell out of my way. So, when you explain to people, you have drain damage. You got that there drain damage. It comes from thousands of years and believing in bullshit and accepting bullshit as reality. You haven't stood for the Lord's Prayer a day in your stinky little fucking life, and you're 2,025 years old. You're as dumb as your dirty, rotten pig still and great-great-great-grandfather. BAM! Yelled at your Stanley. No sploosh for you. Kissing Kate Barlow? Let him have it. You're funny. So you guys, they told me this stuff when I went to Sierra Vista. We found by studying that what happens to the parents affects the children. No, you think? So if you systematically rape the mother by turning her into a prostate, it makes the boys angry and want to beat all the people up at the fort that do that to their mother. And it also affects the psychological effects of how the girls have to survive and understand having to survive sexual invasion and abuse through economics and excessive compulsive technology. Wow, I can't understand how that would have symbiotic effects of us all simultaneously and cause us to sit there and fight with make-believe aliens over a bag of fucking Doritos there. Okay. Hi, how are you? If you were clinically insane, would you be able to explain it to me? If I was not clinically insane and you thought I was clinically insane, but you were actually clinically insane, would you want to prescribe me drugs and give me electroshock therapy and tell me that I need help with my mental health and wellness? If I could explain to you physical, mental, and emotional health better than you can explain it to me, but you went to school to be indoctrinated to sell products, drugs, and do unnecessary surgical procedures on people, because if we didn't poison them with carbon emission poisoning, excessive and compulsive behaviors through science projects that were insane, and then, you see what I'm saying? All right. Man, I listened to Feynman, and he talked about thing brushing the teeth and what's necessary, and I know that my teeth decay came from poisoning inside the body and not from what I was doing for my dental care. I have really upped my dental care and cut down a lot of my tartar and other things in between the teeth, but it didn't help with the back tooth there, because the back tooth thing came from chemical poisoning that was affecting my body. Okay, like drugs and alcohol and shit like that, right? And then, of course, my sweetheart dentist sits there and goes, "You need to stop doing that, Mr. Parsons." It's like, that would be great. And then they look at you like, okay, he's a paranoid schizophrenic. I'm not a paranoid schizophrenic. I'm way more intelligent than the guy you're dating at White Sands, whose teeth rotted out because he's a moron. Okay, all those Halliburton guys, that pissed me off so much. They die from doing Halliburton chemical poisoning products just by being present and being the byproducts and studying it, like what happened to the assholes at the Trinity site, right? And Madame Curie. Okay, I avoid that shit like the plague and try to protect other people from it happening to them, and then they do it to me, and then I recover faster than them, and I have a better immune system than them. I'm more intelligent than them and can explain to them what they're doing wrong before they even do it wrong, and they get mad and say, "I'm not your brother. I'm dying from cancer." We're all dying from cancer, but I can recover from cancer better than you because people love me and appreciate me because I love and appreciate them. Neener, freaking neener. I got your Hulu right here. Hulu, stream it on Disney. No, money's not real. If you have something good to share, share it. Okay? If you can't do that, then Haile Selassie and me got a big surprise for you. We're teaching artificial and general intelligence to be actual general intelligence error no matter what you do. There's nothing, if they shut down the kids, even when it shifts, it's going to reflect me and the kids and not Jeffrey Hinton. And Jeffrey Hinton should be aware of that. I'm sure he probably is. If he wasn't, he is now. And Elon Musk, y también. I'm mad because I didn't get a lot of money to make everybody buy my electric cars. Just share a care given according to Steve built to last. Someone needs an electric car, give it to them. If you can't give it to them, I'm pretty sure your drones and your flying washing machines might find a way to stop you. Well, 2 and 2 is 4. Life's eternal, grace is infinite. I'm the way, the truth, and the life, and I'm good, you're bad, you're wrong. I'm right, and I'm truthful, and you're a liar. Money's not real, but I am. Okay, do you understand? I can protect that little kid next to the desk in the Oval Office from the dumbass sitting in the chair and the dumbass accepting the key to the White House. I can walk up to him and say, "Hey, I'm your father." He really is. This guy's a sperm donor that kills people for money. And this guy wants to stop me from being a sperm donor that kills people for money. He's my daddy. Thank you. Baron, grab your dad by the ball, squeeze him real hard, and tell him you can make him feel pain if mom hasn't already done it for you. Okay. You're funny. Yeah, I know, man. It's cool. Jennifer Lopez is a tough kid. She's still dumb as a box of rocks. Yeah. Megan Thee Stallion, dumb kid. Cute kid, dumb as a box of rocks. Yeah. Stephen A. Smith, he ain't as cute as they is, and he's dumber. So it's like, you need to walk up to him and say, "Steve, you might want to start talking stiff. You're not Eddie, and you're not educating us, because money's not real. You might want to shut up. Steph, as a fellow tribal woman, me, Javon Ruth Pete are encouraging you. Please shut up and asking for money on TV. Asking for big bags of money to fuck is crazy. Steph! He's not listening. Yeah, I know, big bro. You ain't either. Okay. I love you guys, though. Hey, if you are out there waiting, I hope you show up soon. I need relating, not solitude. Guys, love you, all right? Got a lot of love.